All right, yeah, man, we back. You know, this is part two. The video recording of that one, it just automatically stopped simply because my phone was on 1%. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, I feel like I'm getting my point across though, man. I honestly feel like I'm getting my point across. Before I even get back to what the fuck I was talking about, man. Point I'm just trying to get across, man. You know, point I'm just trying to get across. It be your own body that's plotting your own downfall. Your own body don't even want you to be on no fat, my G. I'm telling you, you look. So the next time you get high up on the days, right? Before I go back to talking about what I was going to talk about, the next time you get high up on the days on no fat, however many days you go, 13 days, 16 days, 90 days, 120 days, 5,000 days. I don't know anymore. But the next time, the next time you get very high up on the days and shit like that, and you think about relapsing, or you actually do relapse. That's your body planning on your downfall. I just want you to know that. I'm gonna say it again. I told you your body be your worst enemy or some shit. Your own body don't even want you to be on no fap. Your own body don't even want you to be on semen retention, bro. Ain't that some shit? I'm telling you what it is. That's how you know you gotta be a powerful ass bitch. Your own body gonna stop your ass to being great. But I swear, G. But anyways, man, back to what I was talking about my last part one of some shit. So with that being said, though, so yeah, I think I was talking about, like, I was on NoFap. I was on the how to break the NoFap relapse loop. So I was talking about the first way you could break the NoFap relapse loop. Excuse me. And basically, I was talking about if you had the real infinite abundance of women in real life, then you would not resort to using the fake at all. I'm telling you what it is. And basically, in my, like, later on in the video, like, with the example I use, can't get my word up. Yeah. But with the example I use, I said, like, just picture yourself you at your own crib or something like that, right? Just close your eyes and picture yourself like whatever, your ideal home or some shit, you know what I'm saying, a mansion, some shit, and you just had hundreds of the most beautiful women in the world, and they have the most beautiful features, you know what I'm saying? Like they got the perfect face, they got the perfect breast, they got the perfect ass, they got the perfect feet, well, I got a foot fetish. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man, everything just screams perfect on them. And you got hundreds of them in your house, and they all roaming around butt naked, and they ready to go on dates with you if y'all want to go out, and they ready to mate with you whenever you want to get it in or some shit. Point I'm trying to get across is, would you have any reason to go on your laptop or go on your phone, get some lotion or get some Vaseline and beat off? No, you would not have no reason for that. And the reason for it being is because it's right there in front of your face. Them same type of females it is that you be beating off to, they right there in front of you. So why would you beat off? And that's what I was talking about. So, and because I said, it was an interview with Dan Bilzerian. You know what I'm saying? And Dan Bilzerian, he said he went 4 years without touching himself. 4 years without beating off. And the reason for it being is because of what I'm telling y'all about. He got the real infinite abundance in real life. Why does he have to beat off if he got? Look, I'm gonna say it one more time. Why would you beat off if you have those same type of females it is that you're beating off to in real life, right there in front of you in infinite abundance? Why would you beat off? But that's number one, though. Number one is how to break the no-fat relapse loop. You break the no-fat relapse loop when you have no reason to ever beat off ever again. When you have no reason to ever relapse again, because you got it in real life. You got the woman, you got all the women it is that you want in real life, all ready to suck you and fuck you. I'm just telling you what it is, and go on dates with you. Real talk, man, because men are the most sexless and dateless they have ever been. And I ain't gonna sit back and cat to you, man. As time keep on increasing on some shit, man, I ain't gonna sit back and cat to you, man. Boy, it's about to be a scary sight for these men on this bitch. Boy, it's gonna be a whole lot of V words out here, man. It's really not y'all fault, man. It's really not y'all fault. But this is why I'm making this video right now, some shit. Because I ain't gonna be like one of y'all. I'm just telling you what it is. I'll be damn. And that's also another thing. I'll be damned if I gotta. I'll be damned if I gotta beat off. I'll be damned if I gotta sit back and beat my meat to a female, to those same type of females that will reject me in real life. I'm not doing that, my G. I'll be damned. You got, hey man, you got to think about what it is that you're doing. You're beating off to the same type of females that will reject you in real life. How low can you get, my G? How low can you get? I'd be damned if I got to sit back and fantasize about a female. Let's say I see this is hella off topic, but let's say this is my last example. But let's say I see a type of female it is that that I might want to get to know and shit like that. Let's say before I approach her or some shit like that, right? I'd be like, oh, she got a fat ass. I got a foot fetish in this bitch. Oh, she got some pretty feet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she got a pretty face. And then when I walk up to her and some shit like that, right? She just flat out reject me. I'd be damned if I gotta sit back and say all of those things in my mind, fantasize about me being with her. It's like a crush or some shit. Here you go, you daydreaming about your crush, you fantasizing about your crush, and then when you have the opportunity to ask your crush out or some shit like that, they gonna flat out reject. I'd be damned. That's all I'm saying, man. You got me effed up thinking I'm gonna fantasize and I get rejected. No. Everything it is that I do, it's either I hit it or either I don't. And when I hit it, that's when I'm gonna look. That's when I'm gonna look at all the features. Real talk, man. But anyway, that's hella off topic though. That's off topic. So number two is this, man. So the second way to how to break the nofap relapse loop is this. It's you actually be on nofap. So like to all the people, if you're a person like me, you want to do nofap for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Then, it's possible to do it. But at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to get across in this whole entire video, it's extremely hard to do. I'm telling you, how many people it is that been on nofap and been on nofap for the rest of, for their whole entire life. How many people it is that Me personally, my G, I don't know a soul out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. The only people that I would think that ever went their whole life on nofap are the ones that never attempted to do it in the first place. Because I'm telling you, man, and honestly, that was one of my biggest mistakes. I should, the first time when I seen how Aiden Ross said it back in the day, the white sticky glue. You know what I'm saying? The first time I ever seen my white sticky glue, man, real talk. The first time I ever seen that, I used my hand the first time I ever seen that. When what should have happened was I should have let a real female should have did that for me. Boy, I swear, if they ain't the definition of where we are in society right now, I told you, we are living in the most sexualized society. We are living in the most sexualized time, but yet men are the most sexless they have ever been. And the reason for it being is because all men do is simply beat off. And it's really not your fault. It's multiple reasons for it happening. Y'all men are jacking off and these females are showing themselves online. I told you, man, as time keep on going out in this bitch, I swear, man. Boy, I swear, it's going to be a whole lot of virgins out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. But real talk, though, man. But so let me go back with my example, though. But that's number two, though. Number two is how to break the nofap relapse loop is you actually be on nofap for the rest of your life, some shit, for the rest of your life. But the thing with that is, what's going to happen is it's going to be extremely hard to do. Like I just said, it's not too many people it is that I know. Matter of fact, I don't even know a soul. I don't know a soul that ever went on nofap for the rest of their life. I'm just telling you what it is. That's how hard this is. I made the example in my part 1 video. You're literally going toe to toe with a boss battle. You're fighting, like I said, Mortal Kombat 11, and the final boss battle, Chronica. It's been 5 years since that game has been out, and still to this day, I have never defeated Chronica yet, simply because the difficulty for Chronica was on extremely hard. I'm telling you what it is. And that's what your sexual energy is. That's what nofap is. It's on the most hardest of the hardest difficulty, but yet you're expected to win. I'm telling you, man, it's only a 1% chance that you're going to succeed when it comes to this. This is why 99.9% of men always constantly relapse. And this is why I'm making the video, the nofap relapse loop. This is why. Because it's so hard to do. It's on the most extremely hardest difficulty that you could ever imagine. This is why only 1% ever succeed on NoFap, my G. But that's number 2 though. Number 2 is, how to break the NoFap relapse loop is, you actually be on NoFap for the rest of your life. And like I just said, it's very hard to do on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not because you don't have the willpower or you don't have the discipline to do it. It's not because of none of that. Because you went high up on the days for a reason. If you went my last streak, I went 15 days or 16 days. I went 16 days for a reason. That's me having the willpower. I said willpower, but that's me having the willpower and discipline to do it. So what I'm trying to get across is what's going to make it extremely hard for you. It's going to be those fuck ass urges and those fuck ass temptations. And that's the shit that pisses me off. It's going to be your urges and your temptations that's going to make you fall off and go back to your old ways, knowing for a fact you're trying to never do this ever again, because you get nothing out of beating off. You get nothing out of jacking off but being a fucking loser. But yet your body is giving you urges and temptations. I told you, man, your body be a op. Told you about your body be the enemy, man. I'm telling you what it is. Boy, your body's gonna be, I'm telling you. Boy, remember what I said earlier on in this video? It be your own body planning on your downfall. Here you go. You trying to better your own life, and your own body is going to make you go back to your old ways like you ain't trying to better your own life. But your body are op. I'll tell you what it is. But number 3 is this. Number 3 is basically, this is the one that I'm going to do. Number 3 is you stop trying after the last try. Now, what do I mean by that? So I've been doing this NoFap challenge for a very long time out in this bitch. I discovered NoFap back in 2017, I think. Real talk, man. I remember I tried it back in 2015 and I went 30 days, and I relapsed, but I'm very proud of myself for going 30 days before I even knew what it was. I'm telling you what it is, you know what I'm saying? But me knowing about it, man, it's been like 2017, or I think it's been 2017, so that's been like 6 years. If you want to throw 2016 in there, 7 years, but I think it was 2017, I think. But yeah, man, so point I'm trying to get across is though, I've been on this NoFap challenge for 7 years or 6 years. So, I'm at a point in my life now since, it's been so fucking long. I'm at a point in my life now where it's like, I'm tired of trying, bro. I'm telling you what it is. I'm literally tired of trying to do this shit. I'm tired of me doing NoFap right. I'm tired of me doing NoFap, and I do very good on NoFap right. Then like the next week, the next day, or the next month or some shit like that, I go back into my old ways. I'm tired of that shit. And this is part of the NoFap relapse loop. Like I said, stage 2 is you get high up on the days, right? You're on your A game. When you get high up on the days, you get a whole lot of benefits. You know what I'm saying? You get on your A game in life. But then stage 5 is, stage 4 and stage 5, you relapse and you start to binge. I'm tired of that shit because you're not getting nowhere. Like I said in my part 1 video, like I said with the financial example, right? Let's say you won $1 million or some shit like that, right? You won $1 million, and basically, let's say you spent all your $1 million. Now you no longer have your $1 million. So point I'm trying to get across is, yeah, you was a millionaire at one point in time, but at the end of the day, are you a millionaire now? No, you are broke because you spent all your money. So point I'm trying to get across is, you could say you're a millionaire all you want. You could say you was a millionaire all you want, but at the end of the day, does you being a millionaire matters if you're no longer a millionaire now? No, it does not no longer matter, simply because you're no longer a millionaire. So you're going to be broke out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. That's the same thing goes with NoFap. Let me use another example right quick. Like I said, I went 160 plus days on one of my NoFap streaks. That's the highest NoFap streak I ever went. 160 days on my A game. And, that was 5 years ago. So the point I'm trying to get across is that 160 plus NoFap days, yeah, that was my highest streak of all time, but does it matter now? No, it does not matter now because I'm now on that same streak. and in that span of 5 years or some shit, I've been jacking off nonstop. The fuck? It don't matter no more. But that's the point I'm trying to get across. I'm not going to keep on trying to be on my A game for a couple of days, for a month, for a few months, for a year, for a few years, and then I go back to my old ways like I wasn't just on my A game. And this is the last example I'm gonna use. Real talk, man, because I'm not gonna feel like because this is what happens. So what happens is when you get high up on the days, right, you start to feel self-worth. You know what I'm saying? You start to feel like you are him. You know what I'm saying? You start to feel like the chosen one out in this bitch. This is what happens when you get high up on the days. But as soon as you let that load off, right? Where does all of that go? I'm telling you what it is. Real talk, man. It's been countless times where I've been around a whole lot of women and shit like that, and I felt like I was a player out in this bitch because I was on Nofap. I'm telling you what it is. I was on Nofap, right? And I was putting myself out there and shit like that. Man, I felt like an absolute player out in that bitch. I'm telling you what it is. Then, somehow, some way, I go back to my old ways and start giving in to my urges and temptations. Now I'm back to being a pervert. Like, what's the point of me being a player? What's the point of me being a player for those couple of days, for a month or some shit like that? Then I go back to being a perverted ass motherfucker the next week and the next month. Motherfucker, the vibe is not matching up. The energy is not matching up. So that's what I'm trying to get across. I'm not going to sit here and be winning for a couple of days, and then the next day or the next few days or the month or some shit, I go back to being a fucking loser because I'm not getting nowhere. It's stagnancy. It's inconsistency. That's the point I'm trying to get across. I'm done with being inconsistent. So this is why this is number 3. Number 3 is you got to do this. You got to give yourself one last chance. And that's basically all of this I'm doing. I'm giving myself one last chance of me trying to do this NoFap challenge. If I relapse ever again in some shit, then I'm done. I'm telling you what it is because it's going to be the same exact thing happening over and 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 over. You see how I keep on saying and over and over and over and over, and it's going to be the same shit happening again and again. So what's the point? That's all it is I'm trying to say, man. I be down. I'm telling you what it is. But that's the third way into how to break out the NoFap relapse loop. Because if you don't do that, then you're just going to be stuck in the NoFap relapse loop. I be damn. That's all it is I'm saying, man. So I'm giving myself one last opportunity, B. I'm giving myself one last opportunity into doing this NoFap ass challenge. Because right now, like I said, stage 1 is, I'm gonna say the 5 stages again, because I know I said it in part 1. I know this is part 2. So there's 5 stages of the NoFap relapse loop. Number 1, you have a reason to do NoFap. So as of right now, I'm on day 0 right now. So now I have a reason to do NoFap. I'm getting back on my A game. That's my reason to do NoFap. I gotta get back on my A game, unless I'll be a flat out loser or some shit. I'm just telling you what it is. So I gotta be back on my A game. So that's number 1. I have a reason to do NoFap. Number 2 is I'm gonna get high up on the days. I already know I'm gonna get high up on the days and some shit. I already know I'm gonna get high up on the days. And number 3 is, I'm gonna feel the urges, and that's what's gonna fuck you up. I'm going to feel the urges. I'm going to feel the temptations, right? I'm going to feel the urges and temptations, and it's going to influence me and persuade me day in and day out. It's going to do its very best to give you any excuse and any reason for you to go back to your old ways, knowing for a fact that when you actually do it on some shit, it does nothing for you. Knowing when you actually do it on some shit, it doesn't benefit your life. It makes you a loser. It makes you weird. But yet you're getting influenced to go back to your old ways. Stupid ass shit. But that's number 3 though. You're gonna get tempted and urged to relapse. And number 4 is you're going to give in simply because you're getting tempted and urged to do the strongest. Your sexual energy is the strongest energy force that you got, and you're getting tempted and urged day in and day out by the strongest energy force, and you're expected to not give in to the strongest energy force. Negro, please. It's going to be a 99.9% chance that you're going to give in. I'm telling you what it is. So why you think 99% of men cannot succeed on NoFap simply because their urges and temptations is telling them to give in. So you're going to get persuaded. You're going to somehow, some way, your body is going to give you a reason, give you an excuse to go back to your old ways. No, it ain't going to do anything for you, but it's going to give you a reason to do it. And so you relapse. That's number 4. You relapse. And number five is, since the feeling was so great on the first one, I always say the first one is the hardest one to do. I mean, wait. The first relapse is the worst relapse it is that you could do. I'm telling you what it is. The first relapse is the worst relapse you could ever do, because what's going to happen is the feeling is going to be too great. And when the feeling is too great on some shit like that, right? When the feeling is too great, motherfucker, you're gonna want to keep on doing it over and over and over and over and over again. I'm telling you what it is, because you want to get that same exact feeling like you got on the first try. So basically what I'm saying is stage 5 is you're going to keep on relapsing, or you're going to keep on binging. So you're going to fall back down. You're going to go back to your old ways. You're going to binge for like a couple of days, for a week, for a month. You might just fall off your A game, period. Like I said, look at my past couple of videos. I was not on my A game. That's me on stage 5. That's what's going to happen. You're going to keep on binging after you gave into the first relapse on stage 4. Stage 5 is you're just going to keep on relapsing and binging. You're going to fall back into your old ways. You're going to be off your A game. You're going to do some weird ass shit. I'm telling you what it is. And that's the NoFap relapse loop. Because you're now it's going to be a point in time, right? I guess you might add a bonus step. Stage 6 is, it might get to a point like, oh no, I take that back. Take that bonus out. It's technically stage 1. You're gonna have a reason to do NoFap again. You can't stay at the bottom forever or some shit. You got to be motivated to do something. But that's the NoFap relapse loop. So now you're gonna do all those 5 stages again. It's a cycle, and that's all I'm talking about. I'm done with that fucking cycle. I'm done with that shit. Telling you, man, real talk. That's all I'm saying, man. It's called the NoFap relapse loop, the NoFap relapse cycle, whatever way it is that you want to call it. I call it the NoFap relapse of bullshit. I'm telling you what it is. But real talk though, man. But that's when it comes to how to break the NoFap relapse loop, that's the third, like I said, that's the third way. The third way to break the NoFap relapse loop: give yourself one last try into doing this. Because when you give yourself one last try into doing this, then it would no longer be a loop. You know what I'm saying? It will no longer be a loop, because you're giving yourself, it's either you succeed on this NoFap challenge or you do not succeed. So that's all I'm saying. Either I succeed on this NoFap challenge, or this my last time ever trying out in this bitch. I guess I'll just be relapsing for the rest of my life and just be a loser for the rest of my life. Either I'll be a winner and be on a winning streak for the rest of my life, or either I'll be a loser and be on a losing streak for the rest of my life. It's either one of those two. Because I'm done trying, man. I'm done trying. I'll be damned if I got to keep on trying to some shit. You got me effed up. You got me fucked all the way the fuck up. I'm telling you what it is. Real talk, man. But, damn, that's a 50-minute video. You want to combine part 1? But yeah, man, so I think I got my point across, man. That's all it is I've been going through for the past 9 days, man. It's not a great place to be in, man. I'm telling you what it is. You just beating off. It's just a excuse me. It's a nonstop cycle. I'm gonna get this video at 25 minutes, but it's a nonstop cycle. You're beating off. Like I said, you have a reason to do NoFap. You get hype on the days. Then you're going to feel these fuck ass urges. The urges are going to make you relapse. And then you're going to binge. Then you're going to have a reason to do NoFap again. You're going to get hype on the days. Feel the urges. Your urges going to make you relapse. You're going to binge. Then you have a reason to do NoFap again. Get hype on the days. Feel the urges. Give in to the urges. Binge. Have a reason to do NoFap. Get hype on the days. Feel the urges. Give in to the urges. Relapse. And then, binge. Relapse multiple times. Have a reason to do NoFap, get hype on the days, feel the urges, you know what I'm saying? It's the same fucking shit. And that's all I'm saying, man. I'm done with this shit, G. I'm done. Real talk, man. So this is my last time trying. That's all I'm saying. Give yourself one last try doing this shit. I'm giving myself one last try. I'm not going to keep on trying, man, because like I said, it's inconsistency. You're not getting nowhere. You're going to be in the same spot. The fuck? I'm still in the same damn spot. Man, you better get rid of this shit. I'm getting rid of this. This my last time trying this shit, G. This my last attempt. I'm telling you what it is. Be damn. But anyways, man, so I'm about to, check out Young Visionary. I'm about to do a freestyle on there. So if you like this video, stay tuned for some more videos and we out. Peace out.